weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 49-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll set up to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Bridgewater on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet a...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Number 11,
Robbie Anderson.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown on the year. here. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so you know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
With the carry for Carolina.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll look downfield for Waller, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Panthers 7, Falcons 0.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what?
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off near the 44.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
2-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after. And that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Minshew looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
The kicker on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Falcons 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Minshew sets to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ricky Ortiz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll air this one deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And, you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Julio Jones all alone. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th and goal.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit. Ball.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
To kick off for the Falcons.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well,
DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. You draw corpus. Hey, Alpha. Defense.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. His throw caught right around the 6.
That's good.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be Minshew again. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Falcons 24.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. They'll run with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
18-yard line.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley, that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Panther first down.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
For Carolina.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 41, Falcons 20.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Minshew looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Gurley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. It's caught. Jones. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.